inside the 15, um, just because he holds on to the ball better. So there we have it, 14-0. I'm using the clock with the run. Um, and everything's going well. So remember, it's the 4-6 defense that I'm running exclusively in any situation, and the West Coast offense, and I'm using the far twins formation. What did I do? What did I do? This is the gaps press. Once again, pretty much have everything sold up. And now against that formation, he's gonna have to, or against that play, he's gonna have to run out wide quick because anything up the middle, I pretty much have. Just remember on that gaps press, do not play it against three wide. You don't have it covered. It's for, you see this why? Now, okay, now you see the guys in the hook zones. The reason why that play is so good against a simple set is because, okay, you have one guy deep, you have the outside guys manned up, and you have two fast athletes in the hook zones. So what that really means is that if they throw quick to the middle, you have it. If they throw to the flats, you actually have it because they're athletes out there. And if they throw quick to the flats, then basically it's just a race to the flats. And with the Raiders on that play, they have it covered. Now, what I did there was that zone stretch that I was telling you guys about earlier. And as you can see there, the lineman did flare out, and that back did have to go wider than he wanted to. So that play will stop basic runs. They should have made the tackle, but as you can see, it served its purpose. I'm coming off the edge again. He's in three wide. No one's blocking. He doesn't have a back on this side. I should get in. Pressure. Like I said, the Raiders are really good man coverage. And right there, I had Hiram Eugene, and I should have Michael Huff, but I didn't make my substitutions. So as you can see, even the Raiders second, but he was kind of beat, but the pressure got to him. But if it was Huff there, Huff would have been right on him. And I'm actually going to put Huff in pretty soon. I think Eugene gets hurt or something. That was the zone stretch. As you can see, everything is pretty much it. That play has three deep. The lineman flare, so you can stop a basic outside run. You have people in the flats, as you can see, and you have them in the hook zones. So any quick little play, quick little throw, you got that covered. Now I did the corner blitz on this one, and he thought because I backed the lineman up that I was covering the middle with the lineman, but actually what happened was I also had somebody else drop into that zone. So I kind of baited them into that throw. And we're calling a great defensive game here. It's 4th and 13. He's going to go for it. I decide to call the timeout. It's like, come on. I don't even understand that. If you can't get it 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, what makes you think you can get fourth? and 13. I mean, I'm really calling a good game plan here. You know what I mean? Just punt the ball, guys. D up yourself. But he's a non-believer. I'm still in the punt formation, um, and I don't feel like audible out. This guy is starting to frustrate me. But as you can see, he's getting frustrated by calling this kind of stuff. Obviously, he feels that he has to try gimmicks. We're back in the same set, and we're gonna rock the toss again. Nice play. Remember, McFadden will fumble. Got to be careful how to use him. You want to get him in space. You don't want him running inside. I believe I'm going to go with a sweep here. Remember, I was telling you about that. As you can see, slow developing. Bush will break one tackle, and the blocking is pretty good on this. And then he'll get four. Slow developing play, but you got to keep him honest too, just to let him know, yo, I'll go the other way. Mm, McFadden for the toss. Nice defensive call, and we're gonna take our three. Love this new kicking. I didn't like last year's kicking. I haven't got to attempt a 60-yarder yet. There, I was just using some clock. Haven't practiced much on it. We'll see how realistic it is when I get that opportunity. Yo, guys, don't forget, subscribe, friend me, like me on Facebook. Whole deal. I'll keep giving you tips with all these teams, not just the Raiders in Cleveland. I could win with any team pretty much. Now, realize that the Raiders are rated 71 overall on here, so I've just found out how to use them. No gimmicks, just calling a good game plan. Football. Let's see. It looks like he's coming out in three wide. And with that, I believe I'm going to stick to my. Nope. This time I'm guessing that he's going to try and go deep. So I got four deep. Just to let him know, sometimes I'll switch it up. I won't bring the heat, and he's going to throw into too deep. You see what I'm saying? Um, and probably the next time I won't drop four back. But I just knew that he wasn't going to go short because I've pretty much taken that away from him earlier. So I knew he was just going to try and do that. And here's the one I was telling you guys about. I forget the name of it, but I'll show you again. But that one will actually stop the screen. Uh, because a lot of times when you get into that situation right there, people will try to act as if they're going to take four deep. And really, what they'll do is they'll throw that wide receiver screen or something. So that play is called the linebacker contain. Okay, out of the 4-6, and you can actually stop the screens, and I'll tell you why the next time I run it. I'll tell you why that works. Here, I'm assuming he's going deep again. Actually, I'm assuming he's going middle. I just chose the wrong middle zone. But once again, I knew that. I had four deep and I had two in the middle. So you can see I'm kind of in this guy's head right now. And there, Eugene gets hurt, and that brings Huff in, and that makes it. So there's a linebacker contain. All right, now let me show you why that works. for screens and for deep. Okay, you got four deep. You have two to the flats, but the two outside linebackers, they're actually nickelbacks. No, they're actually linebackers because you have the 4-6. But those linebackers, they're actually blitzing the quarterback by way of containment. They rush to the flats on each of their sides, and if the QB tries to run, then those linebackers sack the quarterback or they attempt to sack the quarterback. But if you throw to the flats fast, what happens is not only do you have those other two guys in the flats, okay, but those two red arrows, they're going towards the flats too. So just by default, if you throw the screen there, what happens is that you have two people going to the flats on each side. So the screen pretty much is not going to happen now. So that's why that play works. And if he throws a screen, I'll show you. And I think he does. So this is why you can run the 4-6 against any set, 4 wide, 3 wide, because you have plays that can stop it. Now I'm going with the linebacker contain again because I just got a feeling he's going to try and slip a screen. Why? Because he did it on that first play, during that first drive. So look, you have two guys going to the flats again, right? You have four deep. Of course the middle's open, but I've taken that away, so he's not going to even try to go there. You get what I'm saying? There, that's what I was trying to tell you right there. That's why, unless it's a really good screen, that linebacker contain will cover it. And I'm going to run that again, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just, just being safe, making sure I don't get beat deep, and he doesn't, try some crazy little screen. And he does, and there we go. You see, they're there. And he's probably thinking, why is this guy even in the flats? I might go deep. Well, I have four deep also, so it doesn't matter. You're not going to get some lucky halftime score on me right now. Namdi. Raiders have a very good man-to-man defense, and they're actually really good in zones. They just have a great defense, if you ask me. He's coming with the 3 wide, and I'm going to go linebacker contain again. I'm just guarding deep, and I'm guarding for that screen. If you want to go middle, it has to be quick right in there because I'm not going to let you go deep. Yeah, 17-0 right there. Coaching options. Let's see what I do. Nothing because Huff was already put in. And this is a tricky play right here. And the toss almost gets the safety. And look at McFadden. He has just enough strength to cut it in. So he knew what I was going to do there, and he actually should have had a safety. We're going to go with the bench switch. We got McFadden right in there blocking. And I should be able to get that off. And there's that's why I like Murphy. He breaks tackles. His yak yards after catch is just awesome. Should be a good receiver for the Raiders for a good 10 years. They shouldn't let him get away. We're gonna try that big sweep that I was telling you. See how this one works. Better blocking. Oh, I missed my hole. I could have got another 10 yards out of that, right? But anytime you get a 10-yard run, you can't complain. But that just lets you know that if you call it at the right time, it'll work. That's the big sweep. With Bush, I ran it with Bush because he breaks tackles, and sometimes